Greetings, nail techs. It is February 18th, and it is time for Nails Over Coffee. I'm Michelle Cordes Pugh, and now I'm going to attempt to get my camera falling down. There it is. All right, Periscope is acting really weird, so hopefully you guys will all be able to join in. So we'll just let everybody make their way here. Oh, there's Amy. Hi, Amy. Just waiting for everybody to get here. Everybody's apparently moving a bit slow today. Check out my hair while it's just us. Hi. My hair looks a bit flatter on top than it did when I was doing it earlier, but well, that's life. Wait for everybody to get here. I figured there would be lots of people today. I haven't put makeup on. All right, I suppose I probably ought to quit goofing around though. Saved. Okay. All right, well, everybody will join in, but this is my cup for today for people watching on the replay. Hello, Michelle. Nope, Michelle just joined in too. Everybody's probably going to straggle on in, so we'll start a little slow. This is my cup today because I'm Disneyland dreaming. I would love, there's Monica. I would, oh, look, and candy nails, and all right, see, now we're starting to pick up some steam. Hi. I put on makeup just for you guys today. I'm working in my office. This is just for you. Just letting you know. I didn't want to let you guys down. Sometimes I can't help it. It's a hat and you just get to see me as it is day. But today, I put on makeup for you. Okay, so, although I'm not digging my highlighter, it doesn't look that bright in like my bathroom light. Okay, so, fun stuff to talk about today. Yes, I'm Disney dreaming. It's like 80 degrees down there, so I would love to be in California right about now. But so, let's see. What to start out with while everybody is joining in. How about we start out with fans of the bling. I saw these on a ad somewhere, and for fans of the bling, let's see, let tune in. There we go. You can have blingy Nike tennis shoes with Swarovski crystals and everything. So talk about when you get out there advertising your business, there's some bling. Aren't those crazy? Crystal candy. Yeah, I saw those on a Nike Air Max ad and I was like, oh yeah, we got to look at those. A couple other fun pictures I found. I found these in Prof Nail, and my shirt's really low. Okay. We don't want anybody to think that this is that kind of channel. Monica, right? Monica says I have to have. Yeah, totally. Okay. So I found these on Prof Nail, and I thought these were a really good example of something that could be done, some art on some ombre in the salon. I think those are really well done. I like just the little bit of stamping art with an accent of a stone. That would be a super easy look to replicate in the salon. And same with these. And I'm actually seeing a lot of this. This was from Prof Nail with the group, but I also saw a lot of this stuff on New York Fashion Week, which we're going to go over here in a minute. But these would also be, I mean, you can just do a regular polish and then you can use some glitter, whether you do it with Rockstar or with polish or you mix it in with the top coat or whatever. This would be a super easy look to pop on somebody, but it looks really glamorous. And you actually, like I said, we'll see it again here in a little bit when I talk about New York Fashion Week. So one of the other things that I wanted to say is I am learning from scratch, the fellowship group, and it's SCRA2CH, is doing an Instagram contest. So you take a picture of nails with a picture of an accessory like a purse or a scarf or a belt or something like that. And you hashtag it with Scratch to Fashion on Instagram. And they are going to give away an exclusive collection of polishes from Parrot Polish. So again, like with all the contests, it's like the lottery. You can't win if you don't play. So, you know, that's a pretty easy one. Grab some cute nails that you've done, throw them over a purse. Hi, Paul. Throw them up over a purse and, okay. So this is the ad for the Scratch Fashion Instagram contest. So I will put that link up in the comment section below on Facebook. And let's see, what other good stuff did I save here? Okay, well, it looks like we've got everybody here who's going to show up today. So let's discuss. So on the group Nail Tech Tips and Advice, somebody actually posted these, and they're all over everywhere today. Somebody actually posted these nails with the hashtag, what the actual expletive, this is a family show, about these nails seen at New York Fashion Week. First of all, who took this picture and did the, like, teen wolf looking nails with the brown shadow and everything? She looks like she's turning into a werewolf, right? This is another shot, right? Werewolf nails. That's totally what I was thinking. Those, right? Yeah. The white ones have Jan Arnold written all over them. And then these slightly longer werewolf nails. Seriously? Seriously, which we totally know is just for Fashion Week, right? Like I've got some other ones here to go over that we know are totally for Fashion Week. But come on now. Come on now. Again, back to what I said earlier this week. How are we supposed to? So supposing one of our like super fashion, I know, right? Say one of our super fashionista clients comes in and they're like, hey, I totally saw these hairy nails and I want nails that are hairy. I mean, not that hairy, because how many times do we hear that? I want that, but not that. So what am I going to do? I got to tell you, I'm going to go look up an online link for consumers to buy the velvet nail polish kit. And if any of my manicures want to know, oh my gosh, yeah, save all the cat and dog hair, no need to buy any, right? So if my clients want some like soft fuzzy texture on their nails, especially my manicure clients, I'm just going to find an online link to send them to buy that fuzzy stuff for home, because I don't want to be associated with any of that disaster that ends up in 3 days when they're not fuzzy and there's stuff stuck everywhere and all that. So totally get the creative part, C&D, but I mean, we're talking about it, so I guess it worked, right? But that's a serious fashion. Yeah, flocking powder. That's what it's called. You knew what I meant. Well, at least Michelle did, because Michelle's are awesome. But so back to the other thing I was saying earlier with the red nails about the easy swipe. These were also done at Fashion Week. And that's a real easy style that we could, you know, tone down for the salon. That would be a really easy one to tone down for the salon. I zoomed in on these because they go with the dress so well, so it's kind of hard to see. But it looks like they have 2 rows of stones down the middle over black. And look, she's got black and stones on her dress. I thought it was so cute that I was like, okay, see, I can get that. It actually looks like they're the square stones, like maybe they go in a chevron down the middle. Anyway, again, the theme, I can understand how... Okay, this is going to make me mad. It won't turn right. Same thing. This is another one I zoomed in on. Totally matches the outfit. I think this was the blondes for C&D. I think was what this runway show was. was what I'm talking about. But see, now again, way over the top, but Fashion Week, we get that. Like, we can replicate a look like that. We can do some stone encrusting and those type of things. So that I totally get. Now, these were also C&D. Now, again, we've got some long, yes, you did, welcome. So we've got some long kind of almond-shaped nails. Looks like they might be white with a clear tip. And there's just a little bit of like jeweling in them. But again, an easy look to replicate in the salon. And it goes really well with the outfit. So some of these I can totally get behind. This was also C&D. And I like this because, again, while it's over the top, that type of look where we can go, okay, with a black tip and some mermaid type shimmer and maybe some stones on the accent nail. Like, we can take this very easily to streetwear by following the idea, though. So I really like that. Now, some of these stuff, though, just crazy. These are lips and cookies and big, long, curly things. Like, dude, I don't get this. Beautiful. I understand the artistic part behind it, but what am I supposed to do with that? How does that help me as a nail tech? So, okay, and then here's some of the pictures of them all on their, sticky files before they went on the model's nails. So, let's see if we can get it zoomed in a little bit. So those black ones, the ones that Lauren Wireman did are on here. The pink ones with the half swirls and stuff. But see, they've got some plain ones in there too. I can totally get behind that. Yeah, these are the ones that Lauren Wireman did. I can see why they are trying to bring in werewolf and zombie nails when I look at TV shows. Well, that's a fact. It was much easier when everybody was vampires. Yes, I really like the play on the clock thing with Lauren Wireman's. I think, again, that would be a really easy thing. You could do a white nail. You could do the clock design on just an accent nail with the stones. Like, again, this is something that's easily transportable to real life. But then conversely, and I found another one, but I want to look up who does it. If anybody happens to know who does the nails for Michael Kors, I have a Michael Kors picture I want to pull up from the runway. But I was saving it for tomorrow because I want to look up what brand Michael Kors uses. But like, this was an Essie picture hashtagged from would be room for the clock parts on the accent nail. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that, the little steampunk clock part things, depending on the length of the client's nail, you could totally drop some bling on or whatever in there and stick it in there and be able to have that as an accent maybe instead of the right. Like, there's options with that. Some of these other things, there's no options. Anyway, this one is Essie. Now, doesn't this look a whole lot more like what we do in the salon? A dark nail, one accent nail that's got something that looks like maybe it's either hand painted or stamped. This one's probably hand painted. But, I kind of like having an idea of, oh, get past the furry nails again. I like the idea of watching the runway thing and figuring out where we're gonna go with it, not looking at it and going, great press, everybody's talking about it from a publicity standpoint, but I think the werewolf thing was just too much. They look gross. They look gross. Sorry, I get the idea behind the concept, but they look gross. Oh, why, thank you. That's the Disney Cup for today. It's a Disney Cup every day for people who are new joining. Today it's Disneyland. Okay, so another thing that I'm really glad that Fashion Week is almost over. Like, I'm over Fashion Week. If I have to look at any more hashtag NYFWs this week in every single feed that I get on, every feed, because I'm on the internet all day, I swear I'm going to just explode. Okay, so this I thought was really great, which was in the Canadian Nail Tech Connection. The post from April Elizabeth was, "Morning, everyone. Do any of you have a policy where you don't offer fills on chop shop nails? And if so, how did you word it to your clientele?" And I thought this was a really great topic because I've seen so many different ways to handle it, and there was a lot of different ways to handle it in this post even. There's tons of comments on it. So a lot of people just take the chop shop nail, especially if it's MMA, down really, really thin and then fill over it. And educate the client the whole time while they're doing it, but charging more because it's more work to do all of that, especially if you have an e-file. I think pretty much the consensus was that the nails underneath chop shop nails are trashed. So if there's no lifting and it's going to take you an hour to remove them, you're actually better to leave them on. So talked about, there was a couple people who chimed in and said, I won't do them. I won't do them. One person said that sending them along their way to go have them removed, grow them out, peel them off, whatever, and then come back in for a new set. And I don't know. I hate leaving clients in their own hands. If any of my clients are watching, sorry. Because they do some crazy things to their nails. Heather said, I have a policy. I don't fill other techs' work. I charge a new set, include art for a flat fee. That way I can guarantee my work and I'm not redoing them in a week or two when the old stuff causes issues. Robin Schwartz and I, it seems, do about the same thing, which she said, I don't mind filling other work as long as it's good product. If it's crappy stuff and they've only booked a fill, I'll do what I can, but I won't guarantee my work. And Annette said the same. And that's pretty much, it used to be back when I had my salon and chop shops were things that were really different. Oh, I'm going to pause. That would just ask for nails to get even more damage. We send them back to a chop shop, right? That's sort of where the conversation went on the CNTC, was that, oh, wait a minute, maybe. And Victoria Hunter, as usual, had something fabulous to say. But basically what the consensus seemed to be was that we want them in our chair because we want to educate them. And we want to charge them appropriately for whatever work we do. And we don't want to be responsible for whatever happens with the other work. So, had a discussion about, one person says charges an extra $10 fee on top of the full set. And they basically take them down really thin and do basically an overlay full set. So basically we discussed, Robin Schwartz said, I find it comes down to money and time too. If they've budgeted so much for their fill, I'll work within that. If the nails are a mess, I'll tell them that it'll be more and we go from there. I do have a chat with them before I decide what's going to happen. Once the client knows what their choices are, it's better. To me, flat out refusal to touch another tech's work isn't always the answer. And I thought Victoria Hunter brought up an interesting point, which was, when you go see take us out of the nail industry and into another area of the beauty industry. When you go see a new hair colorist, do they refuse to work on you because you already have color on? No. If you have brown deposited color on your hair with regrowth, they'll mix up a formula that they think is going to work and they'll deposit brown color on your hair. If you want to do something wild and crazy that's going to require some color correction, well, then they charge you for it. Color correction's expensive. And everybody doesn't really bat an eye about that in the hair industry. And I find that a lot of times with clients, sometimes if we cross over into an industry that they're more familiar with in a different way, that sometimes that helps explain it to them better. And so, I agree with that. We did talk about allergic reactions to some of the really crappy product, and Victoria brought up a point that using a dust extractor, a mask, make sure you use an N95 mask because the regular little surgical masks don't do anything, a carbide bit, gloves to protect yourself from a lot of that dust that you don't know where it came from sitting on your hands, a dust extractor to take those nails down really thin. If you don't have all of those things to keep yourself safe, then you probably ought not be reducing the cheap product thin. You probably should just be filling over it and letting them know that you can't guarantee the work. That everybody else gets a 2-week guarantee, and in 3 or 4 months when most of this crap's grown off and you can soak them off and put a new set on them, then you'll be able to guarantee your work if that's what you do, but you can't guarantee somebody else's work, and that even if you fill over it, it's still not your work. So, I mean, there's compatibility issues between products. There's their nail already being beat up. Michelle says a hazmat suit is needed for handling MMA. I would say that if you've got one laying around, might not be a bad call. Something else. So we talked about, so let's also talk about guaranteeing our work. So I have always and forever, and Victoria Hunter was saying that she doesn't guarantee any of her work because you can't guarantee what the client's going to do when they leave. I guarantee my work as a customer service for my regulars. So as long as you're coming in every 2 weeks, I guarantee all of my work against any cracking, lifting, breaking, or yellowing. If it does any of those things, I fix it for free, even if it's your fault. But that's also based on you following my recommendations for length, shape, those kind of things. If you're somebody who's bent, bound, and determined to have almond nails, but I know we're putting them on a super short base and you want them long and they're going to break, I'll tell you I'll do them like that, but I won't guarantee them. So I treat the guarantee as a customer service thing because I want the clients to know that those who come in regularly, they can put me in their budget. They don't have to worry about extra charges because they slammed their finger into a dryer like I did last night. Oh, son of a biscuit, that hurt. And don't they hurt more when they don't break? Oh my gosh. Like, I wish it would have broke. It would have released the tension. Like, it still hurts a little bit today. Ugh, hate that crap. So do you guys who are still working techs, do you guarantee your work? You don't have to answer, Amy, because I know your policy is the same as mine because we started out in the same shop together. But any other nail techs, do you guarantee your work or not? Do you work on other people's work? If you want to chime in, feel free to chime in. Amy just sent me a smiley face. Amy was actually my client to begin with, and then she became my friend, and then she became a nail tech, and then she began working in my salon, and then she worked other places, and then she came back to my salon, and then everything just went crazy. So we've worked separately since then. And those of you who saw me at the Willamette Valley Nail event last year, Amy was the one who was with me there. So, okay. Yeah. Anyway, anybody who's watching this later, love you back. She said, love you. Anybody who's watching this later, if you want to chime in on the discussion, feel free to chime in the comment section below, on Facebook, for Nails Over Coffee. I'd be really interested to hear what everybody has to say. I think one of the biggest benefits of Reputable Nails is that we guarantee our work. And so not guaranteeing work, I mean, I understand the reasoning behind it, but I feel like it's one more thing that's a competitive advantage over salons that are like way below our price range, that they're charging more of an a la carte menu. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that. So yeah, chime in below on Facebook. I'd love to hear about that. So that was sort of an interesting chat going on today. I don't think I have anything more. saved here. I don't. Oh, so last thing before we go, because it's 2:26, so I'm calling out Victoria Louise in case you happen to be watching this now or you happen to be watching it on replay later. She commented in Nail Tech Tips and Advice, seriously debating stopping nails because she's in a funk. And anybody who's been a nail tech for a lot of years totally gets the funk. We all get the funk. We've got the funk. Gotta have that funk. Yeah, okay, so got off on a little singing tangent there. But we all know how to get there. So, you know, if you're in a funk, do stuff like this, you know, come pop in on Periscope and have a chat, or go to a class or a show. Victoria Louise said that she was feeling kind of frustrated because she can't stand doing her own nails, and doing her own nails, she can't do the designs on her own nails like she likes to do and like she's good at. And she feels like that her work on her own nails doesn't look like what her clients expect her work to look like. And so there's a couple options for that, and they were all suggested. One of them is go have another nail tech whose work you like do your nails. Just take it off your plate altogether. We as nail techs all hate doing our nails. That's a newsflash. We all hate it. The people who like doing their nails are the people who loved doing their nails before they became a nail tech. The home people who are nail obsessed, who polish their nails every other day. My Nana, who polished her nails every day to match her outfit color. Those people, you've been in real life for me this last few weeks, right? Yeah, I mean, that's just real life. And we all hate to do our own nails, and we all love doing the pretty cool designs, but sometimes we have a day of nothing but French polishes with traditional polish on short nails. And, you know, that's just how it works out some days. And like I learned a lot when I worked at the big salon and spa that we don't always get to control what comes in our chair. And so how to deal with any situation that comes at you because somebody else has booked it, like you're just meeting the person for the first time in the waiting area. So figuring out what you're going to fill over if they have existing nails, or finding out what you're going to do the second they sit down in your chair. And I worked for a couple of years because I did so many pedicures, and I did a super good massage with my high-end expensive spa pedicure that I didn't wear nails for like 2.5 years. And most of the time, I mean, I wore shellac sometimes, but a lot of the time my nails were just bare with clear and short. And you'd be amazed how much your clients don't care. You'd be amazed how much your clients are more interested in what you can do on them and what they want than what you've got on. So don't worry about it. If you're in a funk, get some color pops, get a design wheel, sit down and go creative and do some samples for your clients to look at, and go to a class and join the conversation and maybe get some education or something. And, you know, we all are there. So when you're in the funk, reach out to experienced nail techs. I'm creeping up on 20 years now, and I don't know how many times I've rebuilt my clientele. I don't know how many times I've had the nail funk. I can't think of a nail tech I've known in 19 years who hasn't at some point debated throwing in their cuticle nippers and files and going, that's it. I'm out. I can't handle it. It's not just you. So take solace in knowing it's not just you. Your brethren understands. Come talk to us. We'll talk you through it. We'll take you off the ledge. So we can't afford to lose any more good nail techs. So anywho, it's 2:30. That's all my time for today. That's it. We're all done for today. So, I'm going to go back to using bandwidth at the speed of sloth to upload videos to University of Nails. There's a new one up there on positioning. And make sure you go check out the pages and like all the pages and stuff. I'm going to go back to my office day, but I will now look significantly prettier doing it because I put makeup on for you guys. All right, my lovelies. Thanks for chiming in today. I hope you feel better. Michelle, if you're still here, I know you're sick and on the couch with Fug. And Monica, I hope you're hanging in there from the whole thing of the beauty school stuff. That's such a bummer. And I'm glad you're here with us, Amy. And I hope you can get into a good class at Willamette Valley Nail event. And I'm not sure if Paul's still here, but I'm sure we'll go back to chatting another dozen times later. And I think Mara might have been in here. I don't know if she's still here, but you'll get your package tomorrow. And yeah. I think there's somebody else in here, but I can't remember who, because it just only tells me when you guys chime in. So thanks for joining me today, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget that Suki is taking over on Tuesday, so make sure you mark out from 2 to 3 Pacific time. It's UTC -8 for those of you who are on Europe time, UTC -8, and or GMT -8, whichever terminology you happen to use. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday for Suki. I probably won't watch the Nail Beyonce live because I don't want to make him nervous, but I'll watch the replay right after. All right, must be time to go. Kids walking in the door. Bye, you guys. See you tomorrow.